Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary piece of treasure. First up, the 1972 Australian 50-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is often spoken about in whispers of rarity, power, and unimaginable wealth. Unlike ordinary coins that pass unnoticed through countless hands, this particular issue carries a reputation that could make any collector's heart skip a beat. Imagine holding a piece of metal that is not just money, but a key capable of unlocking overnight fortune. That is the aura surrounding the 1972 Australian 50-cent coin. Its tale is not merely about currency. It is about destiny, rarity, and the power of a single object to transform one's life in an instant. What makes this coin so mesmerizing is not just its age, but its extraordinary scarcity. The year 1972 was a turning point in the minting of Australia's 50-cent pieces. Only a very limited quantity were struck, making them stand out in history as one of the lowest mintage circulation coins. This rarity alone propels its value beyond the ordinary. While most coins jingle around in pockets and drawers, forgotten and overlooked, the 1972 50-cent commands respect. To own one is to hold a treasure that most collectors only dream of touching. Collectors and investors alike chase this coin with a hunger that cannot be satisfied. In today's world, where rare collectibles fetch prices beyond imagination, the 1972 Australian 50-cent coin has been catapulted into a league of its own. It is not valued in mere hundreds or thousands. It is imagined as being worth millions, enough to rewrite your life story. Think of waking up a simple person and going to bed a billionaire. That is the power hidden inside this silver-toned marvel. It is not just a coin. It is a ticket to unimaginable prosperity. But beyond money, the coin represents history itself. The obverse, graced by the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, is a reminder of an era when Australia was carving its modern identity. The reverse, showcasing the Australian coat of arms, ties it to national pride and heritage. This blend of royal elegance and national symbolism gives the coin an aura of authority. It is not simply a collectible. It is a piece of Australia's soul, sealed in metal, preserved for eternity. What makes the story more electrifying is that many people have this coin unknowingly lying in old jars, dusty drawers, or forgotten boxes of change. Imagine the thrill of realizing that the very coin you once overlooked while buying candy could today make you a millionaire. That is why experts always say, check your change carefully. You never know when fortune is hiding in plain sight, waiting to reveal itself at the right moment. To part with such a coin cheaply would be like giving away a diamond for the price of glass. This is why those who understand its true power hold on to it tightly, or if they decide to sell, they demand nothing less than its true worth, millions. And rightly so, because objects of such rarity and historical depth cannot be measured by ordinary scales of value. They are priceless treasures, and their true worth is defined by desire, passion, and legacy. Imagine yourself as the one who discovers this jewel among ordinary coins. Overnight, your financial struggles dissolve, your name becomes known among collectors worldwide, and your destiny takes a turn few could ever dream of, all because of one small, round piece of metal. This is the magic of the 1972 Australian 50-cent coin. It doesn't just buy goods, it buys a new life, a new horizon, a new beginning. In the end, the coin is more than wealth, it is a legend. Its story inspires treasure hunters, coin enthusiasts, and dreamers alike. To hold one is to hold hope, fortune, and a key to greatness. The 1972 Australian 50-cent coin is not just rare, it is a symbol of possibility. So if you have it, cherish it, guard it, and never let it slip away for a small price. Because within it lies the power to change your fortune overnight. From ordinary to extraordinary, from dreamer to billionaire. Second, the Australian 50-cent coin of 1973, bearing the graceful image of Queen Elizabeth II, is not just a piece of circulating money. It is a symbol of hidden fortune and untold power. Unlike common coins that slip unnoticed through our hands, this coin shines as a beacon of rarity. Its whispers have echoed through the world of collectors, inspiring awe, desire, and wonder. For those fortunate enough to possess it, this coin is not merely metal. It is a golden opportunity disguised in silver. What elevates the 1973 Australian 50-cent coin to legendary status is its scarcity. This year saw a unique and relatively limited strike compared to other issues, and collectors quickly recognized its special character. To hold such a coin is to clutch a piece of Australia's numismatic crown jewels. It is not something you casually spend. It is something you protect, admire, and value as a treasure beyond imagination. In a world overflowing with ordinary money, this coin stands apart as a silent guardian of wealth. Imagine the thrill of discovering this coin in an old drawer, a dusty collection, or even mixed in loose change passed down from parents or grandparents. The very coin you once overlooked could, in reality, be worth millions today. The 1973 50 cent is more than currency. It is a sleeping giant, waiting for the right moment to awaken and transform its owner's destiny. This isn't the kind of fortune you stumble upon every day. This is the kind of fortune that writes history. Beyond its material worth, this coin carries immense symbolic weight. On its obverse is the dignified portrait of a young Queen Elizabeth II, capturing her grace and strength during an era of global change. On the reverse rests the proud Australian coat of arms, etched in detail to honor the nation's identity. Together, they tell a story of sovereignty, pride, and timeless endurance. It is not just a collectible. It is a piece of national heritage, a fragment of history preserved in metal. In the modern collector's market, where rarity and demand can skyrocket the value of coins beyond logic, the 1973 Australian 50-cent coin occupies a throne of unimaginable worth. It is spoken of as being worth millions, a coin capable of lifting someone from ordinary life to extraordinary abundance overnight. To part with such a coin cheaply would be nothing less than giving away a crown jewel for the price of scrap metal. Its true value lies not only in the coin itself, but in the dreams and fortunes it symbolizes. Those who own this coin often find themselves at a crossroads. Should they keep it as a family heirloom, a timeless asset, or should they place it into the global marketplace where collectors battle fiercely to own it? Whichever choice is made, one thing is certain: this coin is never forgotten, and its reputation continues to grow as each year passes. Its scarcity intensifies its magic, making it not just valuable but legendary. Picture yourself as the one holding this treasure. Suddenly, financial burdens vanish, doors open, and opportunities pour in. That single round coin in your hand becomes the key to unlocking not just wealth, but recognition and legacy. It is the thrill of fortune condensed into one piece of metal, a dream pressed into silver, a future written in history's ink. The 1973 50 cent is not merely a collectible, it is a promise of greatness. At the heart of it all, the coin teaches a powerful lesson, that sometimes the smallest things hold the greatest power. The 1973 Australian 50 cent coin is proof that hidden riches lie in the most unexpected places. If you possess it, guard it with your life. For within it lies not just monetary wealth, but the ability to change your fortune overnight. One coin, one chance, one story, the kind that turns ordinary lives into extraordinary legends. Third, the Australian 50 cent coin of 1974, bearing the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, is not just another coin that once jingled in pockets and purses. It is a masterpiece of hidden fortune, a treasure that numismatists and collectors whisper about with awe. Unlike ordinary money, this coin carries a story of rarity and destiny, the kind of story that transforms an everyday object into a fortune beyond imagination. When you hold this coin, you are not just holding silver-colored metal. you are holding the possibility of a new life. The magic of the 1974 Australian 50 cent lies in its scarcity and historical significance. During this year, the mintage numbers were comparatively limited, which gave rise to its rarity in circulation. Over the decades, as millions of coins vanished into melting pots, hoards, or lost collections, the surviving 1974 issue gained even greater importance. Every surviving piece today carries an aura of wealth, a whisper of fortune, and a magnetism that collectors cannot resist. To understand its value, one must imagine the feverish excitement of coin collectors worldwide. In today's market, where rare currency pieces are auctioned for mind-blowing sums, the 1974 Australian 50 cent has ascended to near mythical levels. It is often spoken of as being worth millions, a coin with the power to make its finder a billionaire overnight. It's not just currency, it's destiny molded into metal, a silent key waiting to unlock unimaginable wealth for the one wise enough to recognize it. But what makes this coin even more captivating is its dual symbolism. On the obverse rests the youthful and regal profile of Queen Elizabeth II, representing dignity, continuity, and monarchy. On the reverse shines the Australian coat of arms, the kangaroo, the emu, and the shield, a proud statement of national identity. Together, they blend history and heritage into a design that transcends time. The coin is not just valuable, it is a timeless artifact of cultural pride and royal elegance. What makes the story more thrilling is the possibility that this very coin may still be lying unnoticed in someone's drawer, jar of change, or forgotten old wallet. Imagine stumbling upon it in a box of childhood keepsakes, or realizing that the coin you once thought worthless is now a key to riches beyond your wildest dreams. This is the mystery of the 1974 50 cent. It hides in plain sight, waiting for fortune to reveal itself in the hands of the lucky owner. Collectors who understand its power never part with it cheaply. They guard it like a jewel, or if they choose to sell, they demand nothing less than a fortune. To let it go for less would be like selling a diamond for the price of glass, because its true value is not simply in its metal composition, but in the rarity, desire, and prestige it commands across the globe. This is why it is regarded as one of the crown jewels of Australian coinage. Imagine the transformation it could bring. From an ordinary life to one filled with luxury, recognition, and financial freedom, the 1974 Australian 50 cent coin has the power to flip fate upside down. It doesn't just enrich your wallet, it enriches your story, turning you from a dreamer into a legend. In the blink of an eye, this single coin could rewrite your destiny and elevate you into a world of unimaginable opportunity. At its heart, the 1974 Australian 50 cent coin is more than money. It is a story of hope, rarity, and the magic of discovery. It is proof that sometimes the smallest things carry the greatest rewards. If you have this coin, never underestimate it, never part with it for a small price, and never forget the fortune it holds within. Because in your hands rests not just a coin, but a legend, a treasure capable of changing your life overnight. Fourth, the Australian 50 cent coin of 1975, featuring the graceful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, is not an ordinary piece of change. It is a symbol of hidden fortune, a treasure wrapped in history, and a miracle in metal. Unlike the countless common coins that slip quietly through people's hands, this one carries a legend of unimaginable wealth. It whispers to collectors and dreamers alike, promising the kind of fortune that could change one's life overnight. To hold the 1975 50 cent coin is to hold possibility itself, a gateway to riches that can make you a billionaire in an instant. What sets the 1975 issue apart is its rarity and scarcity. While other coins were struck in great abundance, this particular year produced fewer pieces that survived into circulation. Over the decades, as countless coins were spent, lost, or melted down, the survivors became treasures, jewels in the world of numismatics. Rarity always fuels value, and in this case, It transforms an ordinary-looking coin into something extraordinary, something that carries the weight of millions in today's collector's market. To own such a coin is like finding a diamond among pebbles. In the modern age, collectors compete fiercely for treasures, and the 1975 Australian 50-cent coin is no exception. Its reputation has grown to the point where it is spoken of as being worth millions, a coin capable of rewriting someone's financial destiny. Imagine the thrill of realizing that what once jingled in your pocket for a small purchase is now the very object that could make you richer than you ever dreamed possible. Beyond its financial power, this coin carries immense historical and symbolic significance. On its obverse shines the youthful and noble portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, capturing her dignity and reign during a pivotal period of the 20th century. On the reverse gleams the Australian coat of arms, crowned with the kangaroo and emu, guardians of national identity, strength, and pride. This design is not just decorative. It is a statement of unity, sovereignty, and heritage pressed into every curve of the coin. The greatest mystery is that many people may still unknowingly own this treasure. It could be sitting in an old jar of coins, tucked away in a forgotten wallet, or hidden in a drawer passed down from grandparents. The fortune of a lifetime may already be in your home, disguised as an ordinary coin waiting for you to recognize its true worth. That is the electrifying secret of the 1975 50 cent. It is a silent guardian of wealth, waiting patiently to transform an unsuspecting owner's life. Those who know its value never part with it easily. To sell it cheaply would be to give away a priceless artifact for the cost of pocket change. Collectors treat it as a sacred possession, guarding it as they would a crown jewel. And when it does change hands, it commands a price so staggering that it leaves witnesses speechless. This is the kind of coin that redefines the very meaning of treasure. Imagine what it could do for you. The debts that weigh you down gone. The dreams you have postponed fulfilled. The life you thought was out of reach, suddenly within your grasp. That is the kind of transformation the 1975 Australian 50-cent coin promises. It is not just a coin. It is a catalyst of destiny, capable of turning the ordinary into extraordinary and the impossible into reality. At its core, this coin is more than wealth. It is a legend, a tale passed down through generations of collectors, a reminder that sometimes fortune hides in the smallest places. The 1975 Australian 50-cent coin is proof that greatness often comes disguised as something ordinary. If you hold it, never underestimate its power. Never part with it for less than it deserves, because within its silver glow lies the ability to change your fortune overnight. A story of hope, wealth, and destiny pressed into metal for